Hello, welcome to this edition of ETV, the place for electrical construction industry news, information, and entertainment. As always, I'm your host, Dominic Giratano. In cities and states all across this country, public transportation commuters are seeing the tangible benefit that city managers, planners, and local governments are putting towards improving the daily lives of its residents. And ETV is making a priority to show you just a few of the most recent and most important mass transit upgrades from around the country. This edition takes us to Boston and the Government Center Station reconstruction project. ETV's Erica McClarity has our story.
Behind me is the oldest transit station in the United States. Opening 117 years ago, it's had a lot of renovations, but nothing like this before. The NECA-IBEW team is working hard. Let's check it out. Here you see the old station before construction. People even called it a bunker, dark and small. But soon riders will have a whole new experience. It will be open, inviting, and natural light pouring through, and a beautiful glass structure as the focal point.
That glass box is about 30 feet wide, 40 feet high, and 140 feet long. It really is about keeping in scale with the scope of massing of buildings that are around this area.
For a vision project, it certainly is going to change the whole dynamic of Government Center and the way that people look at it. And we're looking at later on down the road at City Hall Plaza, redoing City Hall Plaza over. So this is kind of the first phase of that transformation of what this area is all about.
But what the public doesn't see is that most of this construction project is actually underground. 2 levels below ground is the existing 600-volt electrical system. It powers the trains running through the old station. These all have to be replaced.
At this point of the job, we're migrating all the critical loads that we had removed from the existing substation back onto the new substation. This station had 2 substations when we started the project. One was fed from the utility and one was fed from the MBTA's infrastructure. So what we did is we built a temporary substation on the blue line, and all the critical loads that had to be maintained were migrated down to the temporary substation to keep them active while the demolition of the existing substations went on.
All in all, if there is an electrical heart of the station, this piece of machinery would be it. The new substation cost $1.2 million in and of itself, within over 40 miles of conduit being installed on both lower levels. About 60,000 volts are being fed from different directions via 13 transfer switches. Power is fed to service lighting, elevator and escalator power, paging, security, and oh yeah, the trains. With so many components to a project like this, it takes a certain relationship to pull it off.
It's important to have the right people on the project, both on the management side and then your field personnel. You've got to have all the skills necessary. It's going to be a complex project. You're going to have power, you're going to have light, you're going to have communications.
Be a win-win to help them as well as help our members of Local 103 get jobs and more market share and job opportunities.
What I find amazing is the relationship between NECA and IBEW 103, about how connected they actually are. You know, in the past you see contractor associations and you see a divide between labor and management. In this particular case, you don't see that. It's a very strong bond there, and I think that it serves the industry very well.
We were the first trades on this job back in 2013. The 103 IBEW NECA team supplies a constant trained, skilled workforce at the ready whenever we need manpower. We can call up, we can get people to come out when we need them to support our activities, and we can get the project done on time and on budget.
With such a massive renovation, a project like this comes with challenges, like, as mentioned, putting new technologies into a building that's over 100 years old. But that's not the only challenge, as we found out.
Coming off the long, hard winter that we had over 9 feet of snow, and these guys are out there every day working very hard to make sure that this MBTA substation comes to fruition.
Currently I'm running 1-inch conduit for the lighting for the blue line on the MBTA. I think the most challenging thing on this job is you're working in a hole in the ground. So there's nothing level, there's nothing square, there's nothing straight. and yet the work that we're doing has to be level and plumb and square and straight.
This is a very difficult project. This was not a simple new construction project. This was a renovation under a tunnel cap where you had to shut service down. You had a lot of complexities, and I think that if anyone is looking at a NECA or 103, you just look to this project and you'll see the great work that's being done.
So when this job is completed, I will have a great sense of pride bringing my family around all the projects I've been on, especially this one being an icon for the city right here at City Hall Plaza.
I've already had developers coming in wanting to renovate buildings and expand buildings in this general area because of accessibility to the train.
A new station, more jobs, and a stronger economy.
And now you can see why the NECA-IBEW team is on time and on budget. Reporting for ETV, I'm Erica McClarity.
Thanks, Erica. That'll do it for this edition. Check us out on our social media platforms for behind-the-scenes extras and industry information. Whether on your tablet, smartphone, or PC, Electric TV is always on. Thanks for the click. We'll see you next time.